Listen closely, because this might flip everything you believe about losing belly fat. If you think the fastest way to lose belly fat is sweating through endless cardio, running, cycling, jumping until you're exhausted, what if I told you that's exactly why your belly hasn't changed? What if the real reason isn't effort, but the method? Here's the shocking truth most people never hear. Belly fat doesn't respond to motion, it responds to tension, and almost everyone is doing this completely wrong. Right now, millions of people are grinding through workouts that burn calories but never tell the body to let go of belly fat. They crunch, they plank, they sweat, and still grab their waist weeks later thinking, why is this still here? Let me ask you something real quick. When you train your abs, do you feel them burn, or do you just feel tired? Because there's a massive difference. Here's mistake number 1, and this alone sabotages everything. People move their abs instead of using them. They bend, they twist, they shorten, but they never create real core tension. And without tension, your body has zero reason to change that stubborn fat storage. Think of your core like the foundation of a skyscraper. You don't build a stronger foundation by shaking it. You build it by locking it in, bracing it, making it unbreakable. Yet most ab workouts do the opposite. Mistake number 2, sucking the stomach in. This one sounds logical, right? Flat stomach, pull it in. But that actually shuts down the deep core muscles that matter most for belly fat loss. When you suck in, you're basically telling your body, relax, I've got this. And your metabolism says, cool, I'll chill too. And here's the sneaky one. Mistake number 3, chasing the burn. That burn feels productive, but it's often just fatigue, not fat loss. Belly fat doesn't care how much it burns. It cares how safe your body feels. If your nervous system feels unstable, stressed, or weak through the core, your body holds onto fat like armor. Now here's where things get interesting. There is a way to train that tells your body, we're strong, we're stable, we don't need this protection anymore. And no, it doesn't involve running, jumping, or sweating buckets. In fact, if you do it right, your heart rate barely spikes. But before I show you the method, you need to understand one key idea. This is your first light bulb moment. Fat loss isn't about burning calories during the workout. It's about changing what your body does after the workout. And the fastest way to do that? Isometric tension done correctly. Most people have heard that word and immediately think, sounds boring. But when you apply it the right way, it turns your core into a fat-burning signal machine for hours. In the next part, I'm going to show you how to set up your body so your abs actually turn on. The deep ones that flatten your waist and protect your spine. No movement yet, just positioning. And when you feel it for the first time, you'll realize why nothing you tried before worked. Stay with me. Because once you feel this, you'll never train your core the same way again. Listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you is going to challenge almost everything you've been taught about losing belly fat. If you believe the only way to lose belly fat is by doing more cardio, running longer, sweating harder, pushing until you're exhausted, then I need you to pause for a second. Because here's a surprising truth. If cardio actually worked for stubborn belly fat, most people wouldn't still be struggling after months or even years of effort. Let me hit you with a bold question right away. Have you ever noticed people who barely do cardio but still have flat, tight cores? Meanwhile, others run every day and still pinch fat around their waist. Why do you think that happens? Here's the uncomfortable answer no one talks about. Belly fat isn't just a calorie problem. It's a control problem, a stability problem, a tension problem. Most people attack belly fat by moving more. But the body doesn't respond to movement alone. It responds to signals. And if the signals are wrong, your body holds onto fat no matter how hard you work. Now let's expose the biggest mistakes that quietly ruin results. Mistake number 1. People train their abs like a moving muscle instead of a stabilizing system. Crunches, sit-ups, twists, constant motion. But your core's primary job isn't to move your spine. Its main job is to protect it. When you only train movement, your body never learns to feel safe. Through the midsection. And when the body doesn't feel safe, it keeps belly fat as insurance. Think about it like this. Would you remove armor if you still felt under attack? Of course not. Belly fat works the same way. Mistake number 2 is even more common, and most people don't realize they're doing it. They suck their stomach in. You've probably done this yourself, maybe even right now. Pulling the belly in feels like engaging the core, but in reality it shuts down the deep stabilizers that flatten your waist. It's like holding your breath instead of breathing properly. You look controlled, but internally everything is tense and inefficient. And here's the third mistake that tricks almost everyone, chasing the burn. That burning sensation feels productive, like something must be changing. But burn is just fatigue. Fat loss responds to tension quality, not discomfort. You can burn your abs every day and still look the same if the tension isn't correct. Let me ask you something important. When you finish an ab workout, do you feel stronger and more connected through your core, or just tired and sore? That answer tells you everything. Now here's where the shift happens, and this is a big light bulb moment, so don't miss it. Fat loss doesn't happen during the workout. It happens after, when your nervous system decides whether your body needs protection or not. The faster you teach your body stability and strength through the core, the faster it lets go of belly fat. And that's where the first method comes in. It's not cardio. It's not movement. It's controlled, intelligent tension, done the right way. Most people hear isometric and imagine holding a boring plank while staring at the floor. But that's not what I'm talking about, because even planks are done wrong most of the time. Before you ever think about reps or exercises, you need positioning. This is where almost everyone skips ahead and pays for it. Right now, wherever you are, sit or stand tall for a moment. Don't suck your stomach in. Instead, imagine you're about to get lightly punched in the stomach, but you don't know exactly when. What do you do instinctively? You brace. Not hard, not soft, just enough. That brace, that subtle, firm tension, is what most people never train. Your ribcage should be stacked directly over your pelvis, not flared up, not slouched down. Picture your torso like a soda can. If it's crushed or bent, it's weak. When it's tall and stacked, it's powerful. Now breathe. And here's another mistake people make. They stop breathing when they brace. That tells your nervous system you're under stress. Instead, you want slow, controlled breathing while keeping that tension. That's the signal that says, I'm stable, I'm strong, I'm safe. This is where belly fat loss actually begins. Notice how different this feels compared to crunching or twisting. There's no burn yet, but there's awareness, control, connection. Most people have never felt their core work like this before, and that's exactly why their results stalled. In the next part, I'm going to show you how to turn this brace into a powerful fat loss tool, how to apply it to one simple position that lights up your entire core without a single sit-up or drop of sweat. And when you feel it, you'll understand why your body finally starts responding. Stay focused. Because once you master this foundation, everything else becomes 10 times more effective. Listen closely, because this might be the most important thing you hear about losing belly fat. If you think cardio is the answer, running more, sweating harder, burning more calories, then ask yourself this: why do so many people do cardio for months and still have stubborn belly fat? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Belly fat doesn't respond to movement. It responds to tension and stability. Most people make the same mistake right away. They attack their abs with crunches, sit-ups, and twists. Lots of movement, lots of burn, but no real change. Why? Because your core isn't designed to constantly bend. Its main job is to protect your spine. When your body doesn't feel stable through the middle, it keeps belly fat as protection. Another huge mistake is sucking the stomach in. It feels like you're engaging your abs, but you're actually turning off the deep muscles that flatten your waist. You look tight on the outside, but weak on the inside. And a weak core tells your body to hold on to fat. Then there's chasing the burn. That burning sensation feels productive, but it's just fatigue. Fat loss isn't about how much it burns. It's about the quality of tension you create. Let me ask you this. When you finish an ab workout, do you feel stronger and more connected, or just tired? Here's the big light bulb moment. Fat loss doesn't happen during the workout. It happens after, when your nervous system decides whether your body still needs protection. The fastest way to change that signal is controlled tension, done the right way. Stand tall for a moment. Don't suck your stomach in. Imagine someone is about to lightly punch your stomach. You brace naturally. That subtle firmness is the tension most people never train. Stack your ribcage over your pelvis. Breathe slowly while holding that brace. No crunching, no twisting, just control. This is where belly fat loss actually starts. And in the next part, I'll show you how to turn this into the most effective no cardio method you've ever felt.